last year in this video, Tumblr expert Josh'sEpic2222 provided us with a list of 2022 memes. This year, not only did we get a brand new list, but we also sat down and had a chat with him. Not as many 2023 memes, but I'd say the chaos doubled. Polls that make absolutely no sense, criminal activity for good, and bits that will simply never die. I'm scared.
Your video tipping yourself. On you.
Butt lovers. Last Athena P video of 2023, not clickbait. And guys, I'm getting a little misty-eyed because I'm the biggest cornball on the planet. I just wanted to open this video by saying thank you. We hit 100,000 subs this year. That's a goal I've had since middle school, genuinely. So it feels unreal. I really appreciate you guys. Okay, there, I said it. Let's go through this lovely list that Josh'sEpic2222 provided for us. I timestamped it out below, so if you're interested in one section over the other, you can skip around if that's what you want to do. Listen, I'm cool with that. You're allowed. First up, sorry about your boyfriend. The format of this one is a text post apologizing about something very specific that the boyfriend is going through. It'll make sense when I show you a couple of examples. Sometimes it's funnier on screen than it is when people read it out, but I'll try my best. I'll put my BFA to use. Yeah, sorry about your boyfriend. We reduced him to one single silly, goofy aspect about his personality and turned him into a walking shitpost. Yeah, sorry. So they tagged a couple of characters they think is an example of this. One that comes to my head is frickin' Sheen in Planet Sheen. I mean, you guys already know, we talked about the Flanderization. I love how we can go from relatable things like that, things that can be applied to many different fandoms, but you still know it's referencing a fandom. And then we go from that to, I'm sorry, we accidentally mistook your boyfriend for a rock and cracked him open. Yeah, a hammer, yes. Sorry about that. But guess what? We found a prehistoric crab inside. It's so cool. Sorry, no, he's in a museum now, but you can visit him Tuesdays to Sundays between 10 and 4. Sorry. At first you're hit with absurdity, and then you're hit with a harsh reality. As Chance from Smosh would say, museums are prisons for culture. If my fiance had a fucking prehistoric crab inside them, I would keep it! Now we're back to fandoms. Now we're back to things that can be applied to many different things. Sorry about your boyfriend. He got canceled after only one season. Yeah, no, the ratings were really good. It wasn't that people didn't like him. It was just like some arcane executive nonsense. Yeah, I mean, if it's any consolation, he'll be a cult classic for the next 20 years. And then God forbid your boyfriend gets a reboot that actually sucks. When you let a project sit for too long, when it comes back, it's just simply not as good. I really wanted to like Clone High Season 2. I was trying so hard. I mean, there were moments that were good, but okay, whatever. Sorry about your boyfriend. I heard the scientists that found him named him Assfish. To be fair, they're right. He is in the genus Acanthonus.
What?
Acanthonus. I feel like that's right. Also, I saved this one and I haven't looked up what an assfish looks like yet. We're gonna see this together. I should know what an assfish looks like. Huh. What? Ooh. I really did think he was gonna, like, resemble actual, like, butt cheeks. He looks like the, what are they selling from SpongeBob? That's what this guy looks like. Bony-eared assfish. Oh my gosh. It adds another layer of insult to injury. Well, I'm sure he has a really nice personality. I'm not sorry about your boyfriend. I gave him a potion of tummy hurty because he keeps turning off the captions on my shows. Okay, well, deserved. Sometimes I'll watch a show and there's like a dramatic pause and then a reveal, and then the closed captions will reveal the reveal before the reveal is revealed. And that's something I think needs to be worked on. I really love the opening of, hey girl, sorry about your boyfriend. Yeah, sorry, I put him in a PowerPoint. Yeah, I used him as a prop in my speech. Yeah, the demonstration one. Yeah, sorry about your boyfriend. At least he's clean now. The last line has so much mystery and intrigue for me. I also love the hashtag #GetPresented Sorry about your boyfriend. He's going through character underdevelopment. Yeah, the writers are actively making him worse. Unfortunately for all of you, I found this meme to be very funny and tried my best to come up with some. So if you want to help your old pal Athena out, check out my Instagram and vote for which one I should post. I'm not confident in either of these. Maybe you'll vote for go back to the drawing board, you elderly, you unfunny, old boomer of a millennial. Am I a millennial? I'm 25. Anyway, shut the fuck up. Hey, sorry about your boyfriend. We put him in an influencer house. Yeah, no, at first he was treating it like an escape room, trying his best to get out and shit, but now He's a husk of the man he was. He pulls pranks. He wants to get into boxing. Says he'll never stop the grind while posting thirst traps for tweens on TikTok. It's really bad. Should we kill him? I like the ending of should we kill him. I'll give myself a little credit for that. Second option. Hi, look, I'm sorry about your husband. We thought he was a lovable nerd, a musical theater dork, but he was possessed by tenor fuckboy energy. And listen, there's no easy way to say this. Long story short, Ariana Grande is with him now. No, her stans love it. They think it's iconic. Good news though, everyone's clowning on him for the way he looks. Oh, that doesn't make you feel better? If I post that, will they kill me? Will they actually kill me? Or, secret third option, hey, sorry, your boyfriend's stuck in a merch plug. He's a titular bitchular now. He actually got significantly cooler because of this. Yeah, he's out of your league now. You can get back in his league if you go on the Athena P Indiegogo page where we're giving out some titular bitchular merch. Well, hey, I'm Jimmy Neutron. I'm a titular bitchular.
Hello, I'm Becky from Word Girl, and I'm also a titular bitchular.
Thank you to my lovely Discord members for creating these images. Titular bitchular comes in 3 different colors. We got gold, silver, and we got pink. But wait, there's more. Hi, I'm Lori from QVC. Look at this shit. I fear that the Explore design is very misunderstood because it can't really be captured in a simple picture. These letters are like looking into my lore notebook. We got inside jokes hidden in these letters. Let me show you. It'll be on screen right now. Take a look. How fun is that? This is what it looks like when you're jogging, when you're dancing. It's pretty cool. And lastly, this is only for people that are brave. You gotta be brave and gutsy and ballsy to wear a butt lover shirt out in the wild. It's retro. It's timeless. Honestly, this one might be my favorite. Catch me at VidCon wearing this. Perfect segue into the next meme. Your boyfriend wanted to be Speaker of the House, but he didn't get enough votes, so we stalled the government and let him live in a torturous cycle of loss and utter humiliation for eternity. Yeah, sorry. Tumblr is people's source of news. I need you to let that marinate in your brain. This is, of course, referring to the Speaker of the House vote. I mean, who among us didn't know about this major United States government meltdown? The longest multi-ballot speaker election since 1859. Pulled that right from Wikipedia. Also, all that confidence in the beginning of my sentence. Who didn't hear about this? Yeah, that was a facade. I even said among us.
I mean, who among us didn't know about this?
As a little wink wink nudge nudge, so you know that I'm an imposter. I don't know what the fuck I was up to last January. I must have had my head so far up my own ass because I'm watching footage from this for the first time. Dear God. It's embarrassing. I'm going to be Internet Explorer News today. Because did you guys hear about this shit? There was no speaker for the House of Representatives for 15 days. For over 2 weeks, it was like WWE. People were being yanked, yelled at. Marjorie Taylor Greene has a phone that says DT, further confirming that her and Donnie are continuing their 69 of ass sucking. As if there isn't enough chaos without that horrifying image in your head. So this dude, Kevin McCarthy, is elected just from wearing them down. They voted for him not because they thought he'd be good at his job. If that were the case, he would have been elected 2 weeks ago. So the only reason he was elected is because everyone was tired and wanted to go home. These politicians are not only evil and corrupt, but also so fucking old. These pictures look like if you gave an AI the prompt, bingo got out of hand. Also, wait a minute, did he get removed from Speaker of the House within the same year? Yes, apparently. How didn't I know about this? The United States is on some fuck shit constantly. This was the first time ever in United States history that the Speaker of the House was kicked out due to his colleagues essentially being like, get lost. We hate you! Also, last little tidbit before we get back to the reason why we're all here in the first place, the memes. But during my little rabbit hole researching, I learned about a federal law being proposed that, if passed, would stop Congress from being paid during a government shutdown. So, this is great stuff. I didn't know these little bitches knocking on death's door were getting paid to do nothing. I mean, nothing more so than usual. They already do nothing. But guys, it gets even better. You want to know the name of this act? It's called the McCarthy Act, and it's an acronym. It stands for My Constituents Cannot Afford Rebellious Tantrums. Handle Your Shutdown Act. Kevin McCarthy is getting the shit kicked out of him from every angle. It's pretty funny to watch. It's also pathetic. Let's look at these memes. The Speaker of the House vote goes like this. The fourth, the fifth, the minor fall, the major live, the baffled king composing. I am a little hoe for song-a-logging. Also, that's the funniest shit I've ever read in my life. Can you imagine if it just kept going? Like, if I were to add to this bit, the Speaker of the House vote goes like this. The 4th, the 5th, the 6th, the 7th, the 8th, the 9th, the 10th, the 12th, the 13th, the Because remember, it lasted 15 days. How funny is that? Their incompetence is really, it's not scary at all. It's quite amusing. Can't wait to resurrect George Washington so I can tell him that we don't have a Speaker of the House because our two-party system has split into a weird 2.5-party system where one party is more or less in sync and the other has a weird pseudo-party growing out of it like a tumor that doesn't make up enough people to form their own party but is also big enough to halt the Speaker of the vote in its tracks. G-Wash has a heart attack and dies again. Good riddance, slave owner. George Washington's going home. Back to hell, going home. Cable Satellite Public Affairs Network when there's no Speaker of the House to stop them from filming and they can stream the unbridled chaos of the Speaker elections for the first time. If there's any available footage, I want to see how far I can get until I rage quit.
Would you pray with me? God, our creator, our redeemer, and our sustainer.
Okay, I'm already done. They start with the prayer? How is that we have freedom of religion. Are you gonna say a prayer from every fucking religion? And then also from no religion? This is insane. I mean, wow, we're 2 seconds in. I'm already done. I'm done. I don't want to watch this. Back to the meme. This Brandon Rogers video is the gift that just keeps on giving. And the gift that's being given is a boomerang because it always makes its way back into my eyes. I love it. As much as I'm aware that it's ultimately terrible for our country to have a major party to be so thoroughly incompetent, as a certified Republican hater, I'm very much enjoying watching these clowns try to put out a circus fire by launching cream pies at each other. There is no Easter Bunny, there is no Tooth Fairy, and there is no Speaker of the House. You know what? Fuck it. I'm running for Speaker of the U.S. House of Representatives. My qualifications are that I'm loud and I have more people who like me than Jim Jordan. You know what? Same. Can you imagine if I pulled up to Congress with this makeup and then they started doing the prayer and I just went, boo, where's the separation of church and state? And every time an old person got in my face, I would just throw mints in their mouth and I'd be like, you're old, your breath smells and you're old. And everyone would cheer. And now for an even more controversial election, the bug race. Polls were introduced to Tumblr this year, and this is the one that blew up. Cranky Teapot held a bug race where a worm was versing a snail, was versing a caterpillar, and the caterpillar ended up winning. There's only one actual bug. Caterpillar should win. Worm hate on this site is out of control. Everybody voting for snail as a joke, I hope you know you are literally costing us tax dollars. You might not like worm or caterpillar, but if worm wins, our country is doomed. Every vote counts. Back to the actual poll, this had 169,000 votes. When I first saw this, I thought, I think I had a poll that did that well, and I revisited it. It got 13,000 votes. That's a big difference. My memory is garbage. And it's really amusing to look back at my poll, because I thought people would be really excited to share their stories about these celebrity encounters. And some people were. Some people added their little stories in the tags, and I liked reading through some of them. But the real appeal of Tumblr, as I keep forgetting, is just to do things for shits and giggles. You can't force out a giggle or a shit as hard as I was clearly trying to. Cranky Teapot was in no way aiming for virality. I know this because I asked them about it. They were surprised at its popularity, have no idea if they had another post that surpassed it, and don't really care. And they said it was fun in the moment, but they don't think about it ever, which makes sense. But their nonchalant nature makes me think, God, I wish I were like that. Like, that could not be me. The ability to let things go and not dwell. Jesus Christ, good for them. I don't have a bone like that in my body. Now, this blew up so much that the Tumblr staff actually did my job for me. Look at this exquisite selection of art and memes. Tumblr really knows its website for the most part. What the fuck are these live streams about? It still pisses me off. Their post has links to all the Tumblr users, so be sure to check that out. I'm linking every post I'm talking about below in the pinned comment. I have a few more memes to share myself. The Tumblr blog, It's Always Weird on This Hell Site, what a great name, was talking about Tumblr polls. They mentioned the bug race, and then there was also a poll for... Anyway, the tags bug and bug race were trending for a bit. Good job, everyone. I love how in the actual stuff they typed up, they don't acknowledge the second image they added.
Why did Shaft win by so much?
Caterpillar stands. Aw yeah, we won. Sweet. Worm stands. What the fuck? This is rigged. I will slice your eyeballs like hard-boiled eggs. They deserve better. My slimy boy is the true champion, and they will consume your corpse when I put you in the ground. Snail stands. Oh, I was hoping for a sweep. It was still fun, though. Who would I vote for? I think I would have voted for Caterpillar. I'm sorry to the worm stands. Guys, there's a stim board. If there's one thing I love that I don't understand why I love it, it's a good stim board. Look at all the moving pictures. It makes my brain just vibrate with delight. Yeah, I'm stimulated. So did you hear that there's no Speaker of the House of Representatives? This is just like the Great Bug Race of 2023. Guys, don't worry, it's okay. Worm was sad for a bit about losing, but then all their friends ran up to them and were so excited they got to be in the race, and then Snail and Caterpillar gave them a hug, they can't shake hands, and congratulated them on participating and giving it a try, and then they all went to have bug dinner together. Let the record show I absolutely did get emotional over emojis in a Tumblr poll. I feel like everyone always says, oh, they should make a movie out of this, oh, they should make a TV show out of this, or say like, hey, at Netflix, hire them. But dude, a pastel cozy little cartoon about different bug-related competitions where every episode ends with them being friends and enjoying their bug life? A real feel-good slice of life watch, why am I crying? 2023 was the year of the second great Sexyman poll. This distinction is important. In 2022, Sans won, but in 2023, Sans placed as a runner-up. Who could have dethroned him? Dude, Cecil from Welcome to Night Vale. I know this dude! It's been so long since I revisited Welcome to Night Vale, I don't even think I finished it, honestly. But I'm so happy for him, he deserves it, oh my god. For whatever reason, I can't find the OG Tumblr or Twitter anywhere. I found screenshots from the first election, but I've really only seen people's reactions to the Cecil sweep. It's looking like we're lined up for another Reagan sweep, folks. But oh, what's this? It's Cecil with the steel chair! I love WWE steel chair moments. Also, who the fuck is this Reagan dude? Everyone loved him. This was who Cecil had to beat before he went up against Sans. So this dude is popular. I'm sorry, I've never seen him in my life. Cecil, you don't want what I have. You're right, I don't. Vote Sans because there's only one man who can withstand the full force of being Sexyman like that. I mean, I feel like he's dealt with worse stuff. I gotta re-listen to Welcome to Night Vale. This art is so cute. I love how hype he is. It seems my opponent has decided to take a nap instead. So I guess this was when it was really obvious Cecil was gonna win. And, sorry, the notes just pointed out something I didn't even notice until now. I think they're in a ball pit. Who was the perpetrator? Are there more people we didn't see? Because this implies one of them pissed. And I'd like to think they're better than that. I don't know a lot about Sans. All I know is that Ness is Sans. Everyone loves that theory. Speaking of adorable art, I love this. Cecil gets zapped from one of those handshaky zappy things. His reaction is just, oh, how delightful. It's so cute. I love it. They are friends, Your Honor. They would be. I say that with so little confidence. I don't know enough about either of these two. But I like it. I want a little buddy sitcom unlikely duo of just two sexy men trying to live their life with all these freaks thirsting after them. Another post from who we just saw make that amazing art. Y'all are underestimating the inherent comedic value of someone who has no canonical physical appearance winning the Tumblr Sexy Man poll. That's like the most Tumblr thing to ever Tumblr. Yeah, it's called projecting our wants and desires and hopes onto a person that has no physical body. Is this what religious people do? Oh my god. I had to include this art because it also has Carlos. I love how his face is completely obstructed by the glowing purple eye. We don't know anything about his appearance, but we know he wears Crocs. Holy shit, we actually have the no-fly list. Holy fucking Bingle, what? Holy fucking Bingle, what is right? You are not ready for this shit. I don't know what kind of person this makes me, but oh my god, I got so happy reading about this. I think this is the coolest. I need to see a biopic about this person. Let's just get into it. I'm sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. MaiaArsonCrimew is a hacktivist. It has its own website, its own Wikipedia page, and we're going to get into the main event, but first, let's take a look at this website. It's actually genuinely the most fun website ever. The cursor is a little cat that, like, goes to sleep when you're still on the page, and then when you move it, it chases after the mouse. Cat chasing after a mouse. Oh my god, I just got it. First, I'm gonna show you this post from Maia's Tumblr completely out of context. You little fucker made me famous. If you're like me, you have a lot of questions going through your head. Why is Maia throwing a Sprigatito plushie in the air? That's Bingle, first of all. So that's your first mistake. That's not just any Sprigatito plush. That's Bingle. Okay, I promise I'm going to explain, but once more from Maia's Twitter, Congress is investigating now, but I stay silly. So we're back on the most magical website on earth, and we see this article from January 19th, 2023. How to completely own an airline in 3 easy steps. Basically, Maia outlined how they got access to all this airline's information, including the no-fly list. Here we are. Here's the iconic screen grab. There's Bingle. Bingle witnessed the no-fly list. I would also like to point out that the official Pokemon Twitter posted this, and people are wondering how much they know, because there's so many Pokemon. Why did they choose Sprigatito in an airline? Anyway, Maya sent this no-fly list to reporters because there was a lot of fucking sketchy shit about it. Now let's read some memes. My contribution to the Bingle Kami mascot moment. So, Sprigatito, the powers are leak classified info, and keep it silly. Like in the tweet. No more discourse over MaiaArsonCrimew's use of neopronouns and labels. If someone asks you how you identify and you can say, as an enemy of the state with no exaggeration whatsoever, you get to call yourself whatever the fuck you want. True. But I offer this as a rebuttal. Maya could have done that anyway. Even without being an enemy of the state. But, I mean, I love the way you phrased it. We're on Tumblr. We're on Tumblr, people! If you needed a reminder, here's Cass and Dean. I love you. A hacker leaked the US no-fly list.
Yeah, I was a little confused when they played that scene out in Supernatural and Bingle made an appearance, but...
The Tumblr women and lady polls. Vriska sweep. Now, when I heard Vriska sweep, I thought, of course Homestuck took this one. Vriska sweep would imply she won, right? But the poll says Marceline won. And let me tell you something, the Marceline win was not well received. No, Vriska! Screw you, Twitter. The luck was ours to steal. Twitter rigged this one. Twitter users muddled the waters. We all know who really won. Rigged. If Twitter did not get involved, Vriska would win 100%. I think we should demand a revote. Honestly, there was fuckery going on because there's no way someone who has no legacy on this website beats Vriska. Ooh! Things are getting heated in the lady fandom. The fandom of ladies. So I don't know if Marceline has no legacy, but I mean, obviously Homestuck is woven into the foundation of Tumblr. You can't get it off. It's Homestuck there. Nice. Two gorgeous pieces of election-inspired art, a classic vote poster, and the Jeb Bush meme. This is a whole comic that gave me a real chuckle. Like, Marceline for sure would not care about this. I don't know if that adds insult to injury for some of you, but Vriska tries to kill Marceline. Marceline accidentally whacks her with the guitar, and that's how she won. I love that. I love Bubblegum in the background cheering for her. Everything about this is perfect. It's the attention to detail. Really look through it. Like I said, I linked all of them in a pinned comment. Be sure to check it out. I still can't believe the way you guys went on and on about how Cecil Palmer deserves his win because of the roots, only to let Vriska battle for her life against a 3-month meme movie character that isn't real. Yes, so before Vriska went up against Marceline, she was up against Katya from Gonchaversary. I covered Gonchaversary in my last video. It's a movie that doesn't exist. That would have been so disrespectful. Luckily, she did come through in that leg of the race, but the fact that it was that close, kind of fucked up. I won this election by a lot. The little I do know about her, I feel like she would say something like this. I remember people being very offended by the comparison, because obviously Donald Trump was the one who initially tweeted this. But, like, I think that, here's the thing. I don't want to give this man credit for anything, but that I won the election by a lot after he lost. Can we admit that that was funny? Can we admit that that was a little bit funny? The fact that people are voting against Vriska, not because they like Katya, but because they hate Vriska, only proves that Vriska's the better candidate. It's not about who you like the most. It's about who best fits the Tumblr woman description. An irrelevant character you don't care about doesn't fit, but a character you hate enough to the point of sabotage does. If you know anything about Tumblr, that argument is flawless. We love pointless discourse here. Look at how hard people are gunning for Vriska. Vanilla extract. In this Tumblr poll where we were tasked to bake a cake, there was, first of all, over 300,000 votes, and 44% of those votes voted for vanilla extract. That is it. That's the origin of the meme. Let's see jokes that play off of this nothing series of events. I'm sorry, we tried to make your boyfriend into a poll, and he's 84% vanilla extract now. Yeah, I'm sorry. He'll smell really good if you bake him, though. Remember, it's like the meme from before. I love when worlds collide. I love a good crossover episode. When someone doesn't put vanilla extract in their poll, that was the thing. That's the first thing that happened. That Let's Bake a Cake poll had mostly vanilla extract votes, and then people were putting vanilla extract in polls that it didn't even apply, and then we get posts like this. You forgot the vanilla extract. That was me pretending to be Bubble Bass. I love voice acting. Tumblr going hog on vanilla extract is proof that we're forgetting the old old wisdom of ancient memes. This is an ancient meme? No, it isn't. No. No, it isn't. Shut up. Sorry I keep playing with my hair. I love the purple. And I feel like this galaxy theme, if that's not Tumblr, like literally if that's not Tumblr, tell me what the fuck is. Vanilla extract?
Did I do the meme? Did I do the meme?
Calm down. Yes, vanilla extract. We've all seen it. That old lady and her damn vanilla extract. And then you have the nerve in the tags to say, I don't know how to edit images. It's flawless. This image is perfect. If you guys don't know, this is Sword Lady. I made a whole YouTube short about that because she absolutely fascinated me, and I found other stock photos that this woman is in, and she's an icon. I'm kind of obsessed with her. Maybe the rest of the world moved on, but I didn't. Maybe the real Sword Lady, listen to this, wasn't here all along. Tumblr's kind of obsessed with elections. And polls. I mean, I think it's probably because polls were just introduced this year. But who knows? They hold on to a motherfucking bit. So my goal for 2024 is to go viral with a Tumblr poll. I am going to create a Tumblr poll that is so vanilla extract. This Barbie is. The Barbie movie promotion was so successful that everyone was recreating the images and saying what kind of Barbie they are. I did know about this meme as it was happening. Enough time has passed that I can now admit that I kind of fucked this up. The whole point is to say this Barbie is. So I could have said this Barbie is a butt lover and keep Barbie in there somewhere. I tried to just rebrand it as look at me, I'm Athena P, blah 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 blah. But that's not being a team player. I'm doing too much yet again. And that will be my downfall. This Barbie is a coastal waiter. This Barbie is threatened by climate. Oh, this Barbie is an expert spear fisherman. This Barbie is a world-renowned fisher. This Barbie is part of an increasing population. I love learning about animals. Even when it's sad, like with the puffin. Climate, why are you threatening this guy? This Barbie is never gonna give you up. Now that's a meme that will never die. If you have no idea who this man is, you are literally too young to be watching my videos. Like, I'm not even joking. The most popular girls in school reference. This works on so many levels. People pointed out that it wasn't Deandra that said it, but Trish. But the speech is who the Barbie is about. I'm picking up what the original poster is putting down. This Barbie is a little girl with dreams, with legs, with a head. She's a pencil. She's a swizzle stick. You could use her as a pool noodle. I just noticed that you changed it to only in cinemas summer 2012. I mean, that's what I'm talking about. The attention to detail. It may be shit posting to some, and it is still shit, but it's the shiniest turd I've ever seen. This Barbie is an 181-year-old war criminal dragon. Now, I saw this, and I need you to know. I need you to know that I saw this, and I was like, haha, Godzilla. This is from House of Dragons. This is a Game of Thrones thing. The username is Tell Them the North Remembers. Why did I think they were posting Godzilla content? I gotta go. I gotta go. Now this Barbie is interviewing our resident Tumblr expert, Josh's Epic 2222. First question, which fandom is the most enjoyable to interact with on Tumblr in your opinion?
I'd say that my favorite fandom to interact with on Tumblr was definitely Percy Jackson or Doctor Who. It's one of those two. Both of those medias near and dear to my heart. They help shape who I am, in my opinion. The Tumblr fandoms are just incredibly wholesome.
When you made the 2022 memes list, is this something that you noticed as the year was going on? Or was this more of like a November realization when you were looking back at the year and you were like, oh, there's some pretty good memes this year?
I had made it because I was thinking about how many memes there were in 2022. By the end of the year, there were so many. It felt like there was one every few weeks. And while they were short-lasting, they were impactful. They permanently changed the website's culture, which hasn't happened since the mid-2010s, in my opinion. I kind of get obsessed with Tumblr history. It is a problem. It was a good year, but the reason I was looking back in November was because Gonchaversary happened, and that was the biggest thing in Tumblr for years. Well, if you ignore the Queen dying, but that's beside the point.
What year do you think was the best year for Tumblr?
Oh, that's easy. 2014. Because that's when it was most active and the site's culture was formed the most, I'd say.
What was your favorite meme from this year?
Either Amtrak Official, that's one of my favorite blogs, or Tumblr Woman polls. Those things were insane. They were feral. Well, I found them completely hilarious.
What's your favorite Tumblr meme of all time?
Horse Plinko, Children's Hospital, Do You Love the Colors of the Sky? It's hilarious, it is so annoying, I love knowing people with that post.
I was curious about this. What was your opinions on my video from last year? Did I come across as a total newbie?
I loved it. It was a great way to synopsize the post for people who aren't fucking obsessed with Tumblr like me, and I feel like it did do good research. It was succinct, it gave examples, and it was fun.
Thank you for chatting with us today. I really appreciate it. Now back to the memes. Hyperspecific polls, as the name suggests, are polls that are hyperspecific. I'm really glad I'm here to explain this. Here are some of my favorites. Let's do this like put a finger down if it applies to you. Used to eat salt off the sidewalk. Was raised in a cult. I lick my wounds clean like a little animal. I used to do that when I was younger. I can't believe that one sweeped. Everyone's licking their wounds? Be careful out there. I woke up during wisdom teeth surgery. I find kissing slimy and bad. I can dislocate my shoulders and hips on command. I once gave myself water poisoning. I would sell my soul for my little sister. So I only got one. That was a pretty specific poll. All right, another one. I have been to a place. I have used a website. I have consumed sustenance. My parents have existed. We got a little cheeky one over here. I have been to Vatican City. I have played all 4 iterations of The Sims. I own a copy of Mariah Carey's Christmas album on CD. I am answering this poll from a hotel. I've lived in exactly 3 different cities. I've switched to different secondary/high school during the school year. I've operated a digger. I don't even know what that means. I've been to Parc Asterix in France. So none of those applied to me. And most people, none of those applied. Now all of you put your hands up in the air because I made my own poll. And my secret motive is I want to see how similar we are. So, I've seen a rhino in real life. Have you? I think Tasmanian tigers didn't go extinct. I think they're just hiding from us. Do you think the same thing? I'm the most sensitive person I know. Do you think you can beat me in a cry-off? I've lived in the same state my whole life. I don't know why I put that one. That one's kind of weak. I feel like a lot of people can relate to that. I had an irrational fear of Scrappy-Doo. Did you? I don't like seafood. All of these, none of these, 2 or more of these. I'm gonna briefly discuss the fake Kinney murder pool party. I'm not even showing any posts for this one. Most of the people involved were kids. How do kids have fun on the internet in 2023? They lie about drowning someone over Homestuck discourse. Listen, crazier shit has happened. I don't even think that's an outlandish lie, unfortunately. And I was hoping this would transition nicely into the Barbie arrests bullet point. I thought maybe some screenings of the Barbie movie were getting a bit rowdy, but actually it has to do with this screen grab from the Barbie movie becoming an art meme. So let's see all the different characters whose dynamics can perfectly work in a meme format like this. Here are some of my favorites. Bob and Linda, I mean, this is perfect. This is perfect. Over 10,000 notes, well deserved. This one really expanded on the format. We get more than 2 characters, and we get quite a few different reactions. Brock simping over Officer Jenny. Still to this day, I fucking love Brock. Somebody over on my second channel actually asked me who I think was Ash's best travel companion, and I said without a question, Brock. Love this guy. And I love this art. Mugman and Cuphead, come on now. I don't think this is exclusive to ships, especially now that we've seen the Barbie movie. Barbie and Ken, I mean, spoiler alert, Barbie and Ken aren't a couple, so this meme can apply to any dynamic. Hey Arnold's grandparents? I wasn't expecting to see this, but absolutely 1000% yes. I'm sorry. I know that the commentary is just turning into me complimenting artists, but like, what else can I say? And these 2 fuckers from My Hero Academia. I remember once the fandom learned that they went to high school together, the shipping went hard with these 2. And I get it. The R196 refugee crisis.
A what?
I read this and I was like, is this something I can talk about? It just sounded so intense. But that's something about Tumblr, is while they are very nonchalant, they also crank shit up to level goddamn 19. And I think this ask actually explains it the best. R196 is in a state of limbo, but is a subreddit, with the entire premise being that the only rule was that you had to post something before you left. It was the successor to R195, which also had the same concept, but was later closed down, named 195 due to it apparently being the creator's flat number. It quickly grew into a highly leftist, trans, LGBTQ+ friendly community, and was honestly pretty similar in energy to Tumblr. Best I can tell, in no small part due to how many Tumblr posts were being capped and posted there. The subreddit went into blackout alongside many others to protest Reddit's actions, and isn't coming back up until their demands are met. Hence, many former R196 members looking for a new place to make home, and many of us moved to Kindred Tumblr, where we are now. So, short story a little bit shorter, R196 was a subreddit, and then it got shut down because Reddit's fuck-ass policies had a lot of subreddits closing their doors. So now, all the people that were on R196 are now on Tumblr. Let's see Tumblr's response to that. Random thoughts I have after coming here from Reddit. Like likes and reblogs feel a lot more personal, artisanal than upvotes on Reddit. I like the fact that I can post something, and if I didn't post it to just the right spot at just the right time of day, it can still be picked up and found by people interested in it. That also sounds like the difference between YouTube and TikTok. Sorry to get on my content creator-ish, but TikTok, you know, if something's just dead in the water immediately, whereas YouTube, it can be picked up literally at any time. Tumblr's similar to YouTube in that way, and Reddit is similar to TikTok in that way. I'm way more likely to like/reblog something than I was to upvote something on Reddit. On Reddit, that usually meant either I was going to say the exact thing, but someone else said it before me, so I'm going to upvote instead of saying it, or this exact thing resonates with me very, very strongly. On Tumblr, it means, yeah, I'll reblog that. I've been on Tumblr a lot longer than I've been on Reddit, but that's exactly what I use upvotes for on Reddit. I use upvotes pretty much to be like, I agree with this 1000%. I don't know why it's like that on there. Like, upvotes are anonymous. You can just upvote whatever the fuck you want, but it's very intense. I don't know why. It's so interesting to think about the cultures of different websites. People that I guess just don't live online would shake this off and be like, it's not that deep. But you really start to notice different groups of people on different sites. Twitter was always kind of more right from what I've seen, but especially since Elon picked it up, it's been a fucking shit show. Oh, see, here, the next meme I had saved kind of went into that. Tumblr with Reddit refugees. Oh dear, gorgeous. Tumblr with Twitter nuisances. Damn, you fucking donkey. So yeah, that actually sounded more like Shrek, but whatever. Yes, there was a huge difference. Last year, I covered all the Twitter people coming onto Tumblr, and Tumblr responded with genuine annoyance, genuine disdain. Here's another meme about it. Very accurate. Even the tag, rightly so, by the way. This person that migrated from Reddit expressed that they were trying their best and studying up on Tumblr culture with strange aeons and izzies. Wow, there's videos on Tumblr? That sounds kind of weird, right? That was pretty weird. Amtrak official on Tumblr. One scroll through this blog and you'll see why it's on this list. You, as a lesbian, can have sex with any woman on the train. That butch in the cafe car, she desires you carnally. So it's probably not affiliated with Amtrak for realsies. I didn't realize we were in the presence of a genius. Just the other day, they went on a tirade about hair length. So Amtrak definitely isn't affiliated with this person, but I raise you 2 points. 1, I think Amtrak should be paying them regardless, because advertising public transit should be fun and sexy. People unfortunately don't care about the environment enough, so give these assholes empty promises. Yeah, go on the public train, you're gonna get your balls tugged on one by one. I don't know. And 2, this is a real tweet from Amtrak, so that's kinda wild. The trains are going in the same direction, but they'll never kiss. Women are my favorite guy. Now, like the Barbie one, this isn't really a Tumblr meme so much as it is a meme that made its way to everywhere, including Tumblr. This is based on the Kyle Gordon song Planet of the Bass, which blew up on TikTok and then on YouTube and then everywhere, and then they opened for the Jonas Brothers. And listen, I've been a fan of Kyle Gordon before Planet of the Bass, me along with like millions of other people, so I'm not special. I just thought I'd say that. I fucking love this song. I am thrilled to go through memes with you. Just watched Oppenheimer. Tell the world, stop the war. Just watched Barbie. Women are my favorite guy. Look! Speaking of Barbie, look at this art. It's Barbie and Ken being DJ Crazy Times and Balenciaga. What's the girl's name again? Women are my favorite guy. I should know her name. I mean, this one is just wild. Is that colored pencil? How did you do that? Beautiful art aside, you can put these two in any meme. I just did it for the recent meme of a Cuntress and some bi dude. I don't think I've ever said Cuntress out loud before. I feel powerful. I like that word. Yeah, if anyone fits a Cuntress and some bi dude, it's these two. Did I lie? Was I wrong? Through studying the Tumblr memes, I'm starting to learn how to do them. I'm gonna be so annoying. Next meme, mole interest. And I shit you not, you cannot make this shit up. The origin of this meme was from a random word generator. And at first I was like, I don't get it. But then I kind of went ham on this meme. I compiled a lot of posts for this one. Get ready. I guess you could say I was interested in the moles, alright? Shout out to moles. Gotta be one of my favorite interests. Oh, and the iFunny watermark, very cute. I didn't see the iFunny watermark. That's hilarious. Memes like this and the Sue Sylvester one where you can just plug in any fucking words, those memes will never die. Live. it never died. Look at all this art. The one of the stalks going down with the mole like shaking. It's shaking in like a little gif. It hurts. I don't make him happy.
Ow, it's like there's a molehill where my heart should be.
Then I learned about the mole cricket. When I look at this, I feel something crawling all over me. Why does it actually kind of look like a mole? I mean, perfect name for this fucking creature, but it unsettles me. Holy moly, what did I log on to? This is great. This is gold. Jesus Christ Superstar? More like Jesus Christ Super Star-Nosed Mole. The Chosen? More like they dig underground so they're never frozen. A star-nosed mole, able to detect scent underwater and decides if its food is edible at the speed of a neuron. Me, a human who takes all day to decide what I want for dinner and would drown if I tried to smell something underwater. I love learning about animals. Mole interested in your hand in marriage. This character is from Kritek. After we watch that cute cartoon, I am going to tell you that the Townsend's mole is endangered. It's endangered in Canada. I think we deserve a stim board after receiving some not very pleasant news. The kicking gif stresses me out a bit, but I know what you were going for there. Like, it's like digging. It's moving its way through the leaves. Oh! Look at the gif in the top right. It's like sticking out its tongue. It's like yawning or something. I love them. Had to include this Littlest Pet Shop mole. Such good art. Does Littlest Pet Shop have a mole? They should. This is adorable. I also wanted to point out that recently there was a bit of a Twitter thread that was catching on of, oh, put a celebrity or a YouTuber or whatever that reminds you of a certain LPS. Guys, I was in the thread. I literally was scrolling through. I was like, huh, that does look like Fred and Lang. Huh, that does look like Dan and Phil. That's me! That's my little old face. That's my stupid little face. I loved it. Thank you. Seeing myself in the wild is a jump scare and a half, but it's almost always worth it. Wake up, bestie. New Tumblr mascot just dropped, and it's a mole crab. Unlike that mole cricket thing, it actually isn't disturbing for me to look at. I like these guys, and last year I went over the crabs on Tumblr. I want to give myself crabs. Yeah, and now there's a mole crab. The Blank Brothers. I only have 2 examples of this meme. I don't think I gave enough time for people to respond, and I don't want to take memes when people don't want them in a video. So I got 2 examples. Soak it up. The Mario Brothers. I'm Mario. And I'm Luigi. Yeah, hashtag true and real is right. The only thing is, I understand that you didn't want to obstruct their faces with anything, but seeing a Mario and Luigi without a mustache literally scares the shit out of me. I wish you photoshopped a little mustache on them. Those aren't the Smash Brothers, those are the Trash Brothers. Yeah, I said it. Be brave. Give those ducklings facial hair. And here we have the Soup siblings. I'm Gumbo, I'm Chowder, and I'm Stew. I can't think of a joke better than that for this meme format. This one really requires creativity, and my brain hurty. So we're ending on this one. I think this one is the best one out of all of them.
It is Wednesday, my dudes.
On Wednesday, October 4th, 2023, at 2:20 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the Federal Emergency Management Agency decided to play this sound on everyone's phone.
What's up, fuckers? This is the sound that would play if there was an emergency, but there isn't. Get pranked, you bitch.
Pretty cool. Yeah, I'm not playing the actual sound because, believe it or not, I hate loud sounds, despite being one myself. We have buttons, I survived extremely loud sound Wednesday, or I survived moderately loud sound Wednesday, and was only a little disappointed. I don't even remember a loud sound playing on my phone. I don't know if I had it on airplane mode or something because I was scared, but I don't remember experiencing this loud sound. I love this one. This one's a visual masterpiece. I mean, I could read out loud sound and here it comes at, but like, you really gotta see the visual. Did this dude, like, the origin of this image, did this dude actually stand in front of a tornado to just be a meme? Is he okay? This Tumblr user was actually at the forefront of this meme, posting a lot of updates, and I believe this was the initial post that they kept adding to. Don't forget to leave milk and cookies for the Federal Emergency Management Agency at 2:20 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then you play the loud sound next to the milk and cookies, it just gets blown away. That's my favorite holiday. And lastly, we hear from one of the brave warriors whose phone made no sound.
My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined.
Gonchaversary. anniversary. This is the anniversary of the fictional film Gonchaversary that I covered in my 2022 memes video. But for whatever reason, at first I didn't read this as Gonchaversary. I read this as Controversy. Like there was a controversy with the creators of this film that doesn't exist. And I'm not gonna lie, at the risk of inflating my own ego, that sounds very funny. Someone needs to catastrophe crow this shit and make an entire commentary video full of lies about the messy production that never happened. The TikTok people are saying they made Gonchaversary. They made something else. They made like a fake TV show or something named Zapotha these nuts, but yeah, it wasn't as funny. It didn't really catch on in the same way, and it wasn't like a yes and thing where people were really playing off the bit like they did on Tumblr. I remember Zapotha, like, people were just more annoyed about it than anything else. Tumblr's shithead energy can never be replicated. People who celebrate fictional character birthdays are annoying, pass it on. Fuck this post and happy birthday Gonchaversary 1973. Was that a real post? How did somebody think that post was gonna go over on Tumblr.com? People who celebrate fictional characters' birthdays are annoying. That is 99% of Tumblr. Just another day on this earth. Gonchaversy's first 50th anniversary. Whenever they do the first and the 50th, it just gets me. A lot of the memes we're gonna see acknowledges both anniversaries. The one in universe and the one where we are, unfortunately, where it doesn't exist. I'm sorry I keep breaking the illusion. Gonchaversary coming third in Tumblr's top 100 movies of 2023 is so damn funny. Imagine being a film studio exec who spent millions making some of the other 97 movies listed below it, only to be beaten by a film that cost exactly $0 to make and doesn't exist.
I'd like to also give a shout out to my fellow nominees, who will now and forever be known as the guys who lost to fucking Adam Sandler.
Damn, Gonchaversary came out 50 years ago? I didn't even know he was gay. How does this only have 3 likes, including me? That's funny as fuck. That deserves more hype. Also, perfect transition into this TikTok that TikTok won't let me post, but I think it's really funny.
Okay, I'll try.
Why did you people come up with Russian names for what is supposed to be a movie set in Italy? What was the thought process here? Why does she sound like she walked out of a Tolstoy novel? This coming from a blog called Where Stories Come From is incredible. Like, how on brand is that? Just questioning the story. Why does this fictional story that's so fictional doesn't exist? How come it doesn't make sense? Because Tumblr. But people have answers. Oh my god, sorry, I just glanced at the replies. Gonchaversary is a satirical depiction of the mafia, meant to ridicule the widespread portrayal of Russians and Italians as mod beds by Hollywood at the time. How are we writing up think pieces about things that don't exist? How are we doing that? So that was the last bullet point on our list, but guess what? I'm sorry Josh's Epic 2222, but I added another one. That's right. Unlike last year, my finger is on the pulse of these Tumblr memes. So I added one of my favorite recent art memes, which is, I think we're gonna have to kill this guy. This meme oftentimes shows a very unlikely duo in the form of the artist's comfort characters. One saying, I think we're gonna have to kill this guy, and the other replying with something along the lines of damn, or darn, or fuck. You know, just disapproval at this realization. It makes for a lot of very funny dynamics, but what I wasn't prepared for was the origin of this meme. Comic artist House of Decline made this about Steven Universe versus Hitler. So Steven didn't want to have to kill Hitler, but they had to because, you know, he's Hitler. Can you believe that this is the origin of this meme? I started getting really interested in this guy's work and actually listened to his podcast episode about losing authorship over this meme, about this meme getting away from him in a way, and how he was actually really happy about that. I just took some bullet points here. So, like I said, his experience of losing authorship was very positive for him. He talks about J.K. Rowling asserting authorship in the worst way possible. Now her work is tainted due to her being a shitty person, so he actually prefers his work to get away from him and manifest in its own way with other people expanding on the joke, rather than it just staying in his bubble. I highly suggest you listen to this episode. It goes into plagiarism and what is plagiarism, and how something reaching beyond yourself can actually be a really fulfilling experience. It was very interesting. I really liked listening to this. I also wanted to share some comics that I also really liked from House of Decline. This Charlie Brown one of him just ascending after after the classic football poll, I'm wheezing, I'm cackling, I'm shitting, I'm farting. Because the ability to search for tweets is so terrible nowadays, I could only find this one, use your words, on Know Your Meme. I couldn't actually find it on his Twitter, but just know that this hilarious comic is also from House of Decline. Wait, doesn't he say he liked being authorless? Is this whole section going against his wishes? I mean, I don't know where I found this. Now let's look through some of my favorite art memes inspired by House of Decline's comic. I mean, I don't know who the origin is from. I think we're gonna have to kill this guy, Twilight. Damn. And the caption reads, funny how my childhood fave and present fave are both technically dorky wizards. I don't know anything about Baldur's Gate 3, so I would not have been able to make that connection, but from here on out, I want to see if I can find the connections between the two characters presented to me. Also, fantastic art. I think we're gonna have to kill this guy, Sugar Cube. Damn. What's the thing that Applejack and Garfield have in common? Boom, orange. Orange, you like orange characters. Can we pretend that airplanes in the night sky like a shooting? My hair is their colors. I got more to Twy hair. I wish I didn't make that discovery. I think we're gonna have to kill this guy, Princess Celestia. Can I find one that doesn't have to do with My Little Pony? I mean, these are my favorites, so, it makes sense. I think we're gonna have to kill this guy, baby girl. So, I have something that Wamawink and Sonic have in common. They were both in my Scenes That Make Me Uncomfortable video, and I put them next to each other, and I said that this is like a new ship. The placement of that Sonic face with that Wamawink face is a lot. I ship it. And here they are, in this universe. Small world. I don't know who that guy in the middle is. We're gonna have to kill this guy, Squiscar. Dems. What do Poppy and Squiscar have in common? They're the best characters. I said it, okay? My first lore video of 2024 is gonna be about trolls, so this meme is a great one to end off on, but I got so many more memes. Here they all are. I wanted to give each one a time to shine, but I also don't have a lot else to say. Please check out the pinned comment below, because all of these artists deserve all the love on their posts. I mean, look at how much fun this is. The one of Poe saying, uh-oh, stop. The one of Finn reacting with math. Like, it does really feel like a curse when he says it, because I'm used to his joyous mathematical, and now he's just saying math. That's Finn's version of motherfucking goddammit bitch hole. Bitch hole. That was a new one. I really, really hope you guys enjoyed. See you in the new year. Happy New Year. On New Year's Day, my new schedule should be out, so keep an eye on the community tab, and have a great day, butt lovers. Subscribe if you enjoyed. I don't know. Share with a friend. I don't know. Bye!